Facing a DUI charge is a daunting and stressful experience. A conviction can lead to significant short-term and long-term consequences, such as large fines, a license suspension, jail time, and a DUI conviction will always be on your record because, unlike other crimes, a DUI cannot be sealed from public access. Before I was a criminal defense attorney, I prosecuted DUIs. Now I defend clients who are facing them. During the next few minutes, I'll share with you some of my experiences so you can be informed about this process. A DUI in Colorado is actually driving under the influence, and it can be proven in two ways. The first way is having a blood alcohol limit of above a 0.08. That's what per se means. The second way is if the state is able to prove that you were substantially impaired while operating a motor vehicle. They don't necessarily have to show what your BAC was, just that you were substantially impaired while driving. A DWAI means driving while ability impaired. It's a lower standard than actually what the DUI is. Both still have to be proven beyond a reasonable doubt. However, a DWAI, the state only needs to show that either your blood alcohol content was either between a 0.05 to a 0.08, or that you were slightly impaired by the use of alcohol or drugs while you were operating a motor vehicle. Not substantial impairment, but enough that you were off your game. So the consequences, let's say it's your first time, are facing a probation sentence, community service, alcohol treatment, a victim impact panel, and potential jail time and potential fines. Obviously, as you have more DUIs or more DWAIs, they begin to stack up on one another, and the penalties become increasingly severe. So there's several circumstances that cause a DUI to go from a misdemeanor to a felony. The major circumstances are if you have at least 3 prior DUI or DWAI convictions, Colorado sees any subsequent conviction, so the 4th and beyond, as being a felony. Also, if you are driving drunk and you either significantly injure somebody or kill somebody, that can also cause it to be raised to a felony. There are actually several different defenses that you can run when you're facing a DUI charge in Colorado. The first is that there just simply wasn't enough probable cause to initiate a traffic stop, that there wasn't enough probable cause for you to be arrested for a DUI. Let's say the blood test results or breath test results come back and you actually were below the legal limit. And also simply that you weren't the driver. In certain circumstances, if somebody happens to see a car driving erratically, but they can't prove that it was you, that can also be used as a defense. Obviously, you always have the right to fight your charges if you ever want to by going to trial, whether it's to a jury trial or a court trial. You can also try to plead the charges down from, for instance, a DUI to a DWAI, maybe something to a wet reckless or a wet careless, or you can just try to get the charges dismissed. You have a whole cornucopia of options, so to speak. You're not just stuck with one. A wet reckless is kind of a turn of phrase, so to speak. It's taking a reckless driving charge, which is a non-alcohol related offense, and placing some DUI or DWAI related penalties as part of that sentence. Essentially, you're getting a non-alcohol related offense in Colorado for the benefit of maybe the state not having a great case, but taking what they would see as accountability, but you're having to accomplish DUI related penalties. So obviously it's important to seek legal representation for several reasons. First, when you walk into that courtroom, you have a judge who's an attorney, you have a prosecutor who's an attorney, and most likely you're not an attorney. So you want to even up that playing field a little bit when you're dealing with the prosecution. Additionally, you want somebody who knows the ins and outs of all of these laws. You don't want to take a chance that you might get something wrong. You want your attorney to fight for you and to be able to analyze everything as appropriately as possible. And finally, you want that experience on your side so that if you're having to go before a jury, you know that you're getting the best shot in front of a jury or a judge that you ever could get. Facing a DUI charge is a serious matter, and being informed is your first line of defense. Our experienced criminal defense team can help you. If you or someone you know is facing a DUI charge, reach out to us for a case assessment.